So at home, I was naturally keeping my kids safe online. And then when I read about the Safer Schools and Young Persons Partnership role, that was heavily influenced by keeping teenagers safe online and safe in our community. So when I started reading about that role, I kept on thinking, that's naturally what I do as a mum. Everything that I would naturally talk to my kids about if they're going out playing and they're going shopping, I'll say, look, if friends decide they want to shoplift, you know what you do to get out of it? Give me a text message and I'll come and get you. Don't do anything. Don't let peer pressure guide you into doing something and making mistakes. You know, you've got your own mind. And then I naturally go into school, and as a police officer, I can talk about the impact of criminal behaviour and the consequences of a criminal life, but also be safe in the knowledge that I'm like that at home with my own children. I've always been really bubbly, really loud and really outgoing, and I've never been told to not be me. I've never been said that's not going to fit in around here. That's always been celebrated. So I've always been part of teams where they've been, oh, we'll take Jane for this job because of. I've never been, we can't take her because of. So I've always felt valued as a team. I'm dead lucky wherever I've worked, and predominantly in the north, whatever command team I've worked for, I've always felt like a square peg in a square hole. So I've always felt like I belonged and that I felt valued and that I could be me at work every day. So back in the beginning of lockdown, the very first time COVID emerged, I was looking at ways where I could better engage with youth. Unfortunately, sometimes the police and young people, there is a barrier and we can't avoid that. Some people come into contact in a negative way with the police, and we can't not acknowledge that. We have to acknowledge that. But I still think it's well worth interacting with our young people and make every interaction count and make it be the best we can be. So I thought, how do I break the barriers down with young people so we can ease conversation? And I kept on coming back to having a dog in a classroom, and I'd read loads of papers on it and how important it was and how it can ease that communication between people. So the more I researched this and the more I sort of asked about other forces we're sort of starting with the therapy stroke wellbeing dog, that I decided to put a proposal together for my command team, and they absolutely love the idea. So now we have Harley. He's a 6-month-old Labradoodle. He lives with me at home. We've had him since he was 8 weeks old, and he's divine. Currently he's training at the moment, but he's been into a few schools as we've been training with him, and he is loving it at the moment. It's going so well. The students so far love him. He loves human beings and dogs alike. He has socialisation training. So yeah, it's going really well. And I hope that in future we'll be able to do loads of different things with him.